Off the Rock Productions presents The End of the World in 7 plays. Today, An Hour from the End by Christopher Moore.
What? Jesus, get a grip.
Where's the remote? Which one's mute?
Chloe?
Still having nightmares, Simon?
What are you doing here?
Well, I came over to see you, to talk, but you were sleeping.
But how did you...
The door was open.
Oh. Right.
You really shouldn't have done that, you know. Anyone could just walk in.
Well, I honestly thought I'd locked it. I don't know.
Absent-mindedness. That'd be the drugs.
Hey, I don't...
Oh, come on. You've still been taking them. Let's not pretend.
All right, yeah. Fine. Now and then.
Now and then. All right.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Have you not seen the news this morning?
Well, no, I've been asleep since last night.
Oh, well, I thought because the TV was on that you just nodded off for a bit.
Well, no, I've been spark out for hours.
I see.
Well, why? I mean, what's been on the news?
A lot.
Well, like what?
Come and see. Look out the window.
Jesus!
It's okay.
Is that real?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Oh my God. But all those people, well then, this is it. It's all over. I mean, there's no way back from that.
No, there isn't.
Oh, Jesus. Look, I don't want... Chloe, I don't want to die.
I know you don't. No one ever does.
How could this happen?
There was no warning. The story broke this morning and it's been rolling coverage since about 8 a.m. But before that, there was no hint. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I fell asleep watching the sport.
Sounds like you.
Well, how can you be so calm?
What other choice is there? Panic didn't get any of those people outside anywhere.
But how long have we got? Do they know?
We're an hour from it. From the end of everything.
Oh, no. That must have been what I was dreaming about. The noise from the TV. I heard an explosion.
Well, that and the drugs.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's not much point in lecturing me about that anymore. Do you think?
No, not really.
So, is that what you came to talk about? To warn me?
Well, to see you at least. I wasn't sure if you already knew.
But why? If we really only got an hour, then why wouldn't you want to be with your family?
I saw them. Before I left, we said our goodbyes.
But...
They know how I feel about them.
Huh. And you think I don't?
Well, I wasn't as sure. That's why I wanted to come.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Understandable, given the circumstances.
This can't be the end. It just can't.
I'm sorry.
Chloe, why would you want to waste this time by being here with me? Your family should...
I've explained. There was nothing we needed to talk about that they didn't already know.
But I don't deserve you wasting your last moments with me.
I think it's up to me if I think it's a waste.
But it's... Look, I'm a piece of shit.
Simon.
But I am. I mean, binning me was the best thing you ever did. You know it was.
Well, maybe I needed to at the time, yes. But it's all pretty trivial now, though, don't you think?
So, because the apocalypse is coming, I'm suddenly a better person, is that it?
I didn't say that, but it makes you realise who's important to you and who isn't, whatever sort of person they are.
No. I'm not having this. You are not going to waste what little time's left standing here and talking to me.
Fine. Then I'll sit.
You said you hated me.
I did at the time.
Well, how can it not still be true?
I'm not sure it isn't.
Then why...
Because that's not the only emotion in there. It never was. Not with you. Even when I wanted to kill you, it never was. It's probably why I wanted to kill you. If there's no emotion there, I wouldn't have cared.
I'm so sorry.
I know. Even at the time I knew you were.
But it still didn't matter.
Not then, no.
Fair enough.
But I got over it. Had some time to myself, got things in perspective.
Yeah, and came back to find me still using.
The sky's falling down on the world. Like you said, it doesn't matter now.
What did you talk to your family about? Well, before you left, what were the last things you said?
Oh, we just shared some memories.
Such as?
Just things we'd done together, times we'd shared, places we'd been, activities we'd done.
Anything in particular?
Well, you know that last foreign holiday I went on with them a couple of years ago?
Yeah, the one just before we broke up.
Right. Well, yeah, I was clearing my head for most of the trip, as I'm sure you can imagine, trying to get things straight, think everything over properly, decide what to do. But the last night we were there, we were all having dinner along the seafront. Place is still open, amazing view out over the bay, not really even dark yet, and we ended up...
What?
My brother noticed something and we ended up...
What? What did he see?
There was this... You know my aunt, my dad's sister?
The one you all fell out with, yeah?
Yeah, because she was horrible to him. Anyway, we were in the middle of eating when he saw this really quite unattractive guy walking out of the cafe, and in the evening light...
Your brother thought he looked like her.
Yeah. But the funniest thing was, it took us forever to all catch up to him. So he started laughing first, and then I leaned in to ask him what was going on, and he told me, so I started laughing. Then my parents were getting annoyed at not knowing what the joke was, so I told them. But my dad didn't hear me properly, so only my mum started laughing. So by that stage, only my dad was sitting there not getting it and looking completely bewildered. So Mum leant in and told him, and finally he started laughing as well, harder than the rest of any of us. And it was just this amazing few moments of us all starting to roar with laughter one by one, like some weird rising chorus. I could see the people at the other tables watching us, wondering what the hell was going on. But we didn't care. It was so spontaneous, so right.
Sounds like a nice memory.
It was. It is.
They must have been reluctant to let you go.
They were.
I'm sure they tried to persuade you not to.
They did.
I'm sure your mum had all the names under the sun for me.
She had.
But you still came.
Yes. And when they finally saw I was serious, they gave me their blessing. They could see how much it meant to me.
Chloe, look, I know I've said it before, but I really don't deserve...
And I'll say what I said before. It's my choice, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember the first time we met?
Oh, of course I do. You came into the Chinese with some of your friends, looking incredible, like you always did.
And I basically started chatting you up.
Yeah. My heart was pounding after about 5 minutes.
Really? You didn't seem nervous.
Oh, it was a front.
So I was making you that way.
Of course you were. You were beautiful. But
what?
But I wasn't totally sure. I mean, your friends were giggling a bit as they watched us talking, and I thought maybe you were doing it for some kind of bet or something.
Seriously, you thought that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't think that someone like you could be interested in someone like me.
Shows how much men know. I've been wanting to talk to you for ages, hung back so many times while the others went up and ordered.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday when I knew you were on shift.
Wow. Quite calculating.
Just a bit.
Well, I'm glad you finally plucked up the courage.
Me too. Not that it was all plain sailing after that, mind you.
Yeah, I know.
There was this certain text message early on.
Yeah, me letting you know I was getting back with my ex.
Yep.
Idiot.
Well, you were still pretty hung up on her at the time.
Yeah, much good it did me. She was a psycho.
Yeah, well, benefit of hindsight.
Look, I'm sorry. I mean, I know there were plenty of other things to be sorrier for, but I know that must have hurt.
It did. But luckily enough, you sent it just as I was in the middle of exam revision, and I was so gutted I just literally locked the phone away from me in a drawer, and afterwards I poured myself into my studying. And I got full marks in the test the next day, so you made up for it though.
I did?
Mm-hmm. When we finally got together, and I got the bus to your place to see you all those Fridays, whenever you had the place free, you've no idea how excited I felt every time I saw your street in the distance.
Really?
Really. And you know what the nicest thing was?
What?
We didn't really do that much all those afternoons, just lay on your bed and kissed.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Literally just made out for hours, and that's all it had to be. And I'd leave feeling like I could float.
I was holding back because I really liked you.
For a while.
Yeah, for a while.
Do you remember what you said to me after the first time?
Oh, don't.
Why not? It was sweet.
It was cheesy.
No, it wasn't. You said, I wonder if anyone else is feeling this happy right now.
Well, I meant it. You made me feel...
More alive.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm just sorry that I threw it all away. And now we've hardly any time left.
It's all right. I thought the same thing too on my way over here. I thought, we're not going to have any time to talk and say everything we need to say, especially when I arrived and you were asleep. But here we are. Talking, saying everything we need to say, and it turns out we did have time after all.
I'm glad you're here. Damn it, I forgot the battery on my watch died last night. Do you know what time it is?
It's on the screen.
4 o'clock. What time did they announce there was only an hour left?
Just before 2.
But you said we were an hour from the end.
I didn't say which direction.
You have been listening to An Hour from the End by Christopher Moore. Simon was played by Alexander King and Chloe by Victoria Delaney. An Hour from the End was produced by Matthew Wignall. The sound engineer was Alexander King, and it was directed by Alison Young for Off the Rock Productions. The End of the World in 7 Plays was devised by Mike Hickman, Alexander King and Alison Young. For more information about Off the Rock Productions, please visit our website at offtherockproductions.co.uk.